Right, so, gold 1, right? I think I put it correctly.
This game is gold 2, but
No,
I'm
but you are
gold
gold 1.
1.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I care
as
about.
of now.
Very nice. His Akali is good, though. Don't insult him, guys. He's here to
Oh yeah,
learn.
Macaulay.
Background? I don't have the background command, I'm sorry. Hey, nice emotes, guys. Very good, very good. Is aspect too quiet or loud? Let me know. Okay. So, you and I have a similar champion pool.
Somewhat,
Warwick,
yeah.
Volley, Evelynn. Evelynn's been good to you this season.
Yes, very much. I do, well, and Warwick, but I haven't been playing him as much now.
Yeah, me neither. Actually, I'm gonna get back into him after the video, but we'll see.
I want to try out the new build on him that you
Your
showed.
build is so troll unless you're Korean. Hey!
Okay.
He hits it by hook. Very nice. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, we have the white. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the announcements because this is you had the white bug.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay. What do you like to do in the early game? What is aspects clear of choice? Goals.
Full clear into gank, or 5 clear, depending on how long my clear takes. But I normally try to at least get 1 scuttle.
See, now I know Q into E is a thing, especially double Q into E and not doing the Q. But I love the W on the Krugs just because of HP. I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but try it. See what's faster. You're an Evelynn main. I know what you're capable of, so I'm just gonna suggest things for you to try in practice duel.
I've been meaning to. I just always forget when I'm in game.
Because the malice thing is, of course, you can do blue, gromp, and into wolves. You drag it down. You've got double Q into E. You do this. You can chain together the red, and you're fine for full clear very, very quickly. But because you started red side, just worth thinking. Because for me, the higher you get, the more punishable this is gonna be.
Okay.
Like obviously, you had a nice early ward here and things like that. But what if Lee Sin or Graves or whatever knows you're gonna do this? You're dead right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I would be thinking, yeah, W's healthier and E is quicker, exactly. For me, against invades and against oppressive junglers, which I think Lee Sin tries to be against you.
I would say so, yeah.
I would say so. I would always try and get health as a health is your safety net, you know, because if you get caught out here, you're dead. Like you're just dead. But otherwise, all good. Bottom lane memeing. Okay.
Cast one a little bit,
Yeah, I think we should definitely be watching this, but I don't think there's nothing for you to rotate to. No, it's fine. Well played. I love it. Very exciting.
Ran out of mana.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just seeing your. So I think I would hit this, or place a ward on the other, or place a ward on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
I'm deeply concerned and deeply afraid of invades. The higher up you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It concerns me because at this point he should be done with his 4 camp, which I mean we can cheat and see. But
I think he did a 5 camp this game.
He started topside anyway. We didn't actually.
Never mind, he didn't do a 5 camp.
No, he didn't do a 5 camp.
He just went for scuttle.
Yeah. I just want to revisit. I was focusing on your clear. I just want to revisit. Yeah, okay. We knew he started red. So, my only concern with this clear, our concern is the following. If he started red, excuse me, which he did, he could also be stealing and setting a trap here.
Yeah. I normally, like this game because of the invade, I didn't do what I normally do, but I normally sit in the top bush and ward it and then back and get sweeper. Yeah,
or you can just ward it 1 minute.
Yeah.
You can ward it 1 minute and just walk down. Because you won't have time to sweep. So you just ward it 1 minute to get the latest as possible. I think that could be a really good practice. If you do it every game anyway, that's good. I just wanted to bring it up. Because at this point, you have no idea. But because you started red, we're fine, yeah. Yeah. It's my bad. I was too focused on the invade and stuff.
I just got lucky, I think.
You got lucky. Well, we don't need to hit this now. Now that we know that he started red, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. He's gonna slice to you if you don't keep your distance. There you go. Hold charm into an E. Beautiful. You see how he keeps a gap there? He doesn't let him slice and dice. Pulls out.
That was the plan.
Yep, basics. So now at this point, I think you need to consider if he did a 5 camp, because he hasn't shown yet from our perspective, right? At all. At this point, you have to consider he might have done red into Krugs. So I want to add into your decision making here, because you're automatically going back. If you see the Lee Sin, for whatever reason, ganking here, showing an award here, what have you, and you see he did do a 5 camp, 99% that includes a Raptor, a Krug camp. So you know at 4 minutes after the red, it's going to spawn here, so you get the tier 4 camp as well. So I think, especially if you get a nice gank top lane, try and just keep track and be mindful of this. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I mean, even now, you could still go take it. It'd be huge for you. But
I think it's like just level 1.
It'd be even level 1's still good. We don't want to give him the rubber band experience, but the thing is, we don't know where he is. He's kind of been a bit blind. But I still think you could easily... Would you do your grump here? Probably set the cadence out. No, I think it's okay. He shows here now. 20. Alright. Nice. You should buy a scanner.
Nope. If I don't do it level 1, I always forget to after that.
But he came from this angle. Like, he rotated from the bottom of your jungle into this, which would tell me, again, it's possible he counter-jungled me or took wards, or placed wards. That's your visual confusion. Yeah. It's confirmation of where he was. He came down. That means it could be wards around here. So I would always scan this bush, and this bush.
Okay.
And then control with this one. If you're against a Rengar, Lee Sin, what have you, and you see they're invading you, make sure you put control wards in these bushes as you need to, right? As you're farming, yeah. Okay, I think we could look to sync with something on bottom lane here, but because you don't have a scanner, I'm concerned about vision. But see, I would just be scanning now.
Okay.
Because they see you.
If I bought a scanner.
Yeah. Actually, did it die beforehand? Did you get lucky? I don't want to make it results based. Yeah, okay, you got lucky. You wouldn't see. But I would still do it out of concern. I'm bringing all my Zyra jungle paranoia to you. But it helps you survive.
They're kind of... If they both get invaded, they're both screwed.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, you just become a champion. I just keep being weed. Don't provide anything else. Here as well, you saw this fight, right?
Maybe.
Maybe? It's happening in your jungle. What are you looking at? Like, I'm staring at the menu, I'm watching this fight. So again, this for me is important. Whenever you see stuff in your jungle, and this, I feel you, because I can anticipate what's going to happen this game. Look. Control ward, vision ward. Yes? They're fighting over that vision. So this is something, you're doing Raptors. You can do Raptors without your brain attached to your spine. You can just stare at this while just pressing buttons on the Raptors.
Yeah, I think I saw it on the minimap, but I didn't look at it.
That's fine. I'm just basically suggesting you should know it's warded 100%. So I want to watch your prior thing based upon that information. Back to base? He's level 4. Why don't we repeat gank top? I know it's it's warded, but I would still try. Because not only is this valuable to you in terms of depressurizing top lane, I mean he's got a slow push that's gonna happen here, so yeah, I would still try. I would try this.
And I don't think Renekton has flash.
Because this isn't gonna be up yet. I know you've got this up in 15 seconds, but you have enough vision control that you can see everything going on the map. So I think I mean he's level 4, level 5, and you're level 5. You also have flash, and this guy doesn't have flash. And if you're looking at the minimap often, F keys and so on, you will see that he has no flash, so you can abuse it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go for that.
Yeah, I would go for that. And watch his body language. I mean, as you go over, you're going to see it's water, he's going to run away. It's fine, right? But at this point, the Lee Sin's being very weird. Like, he's farming a lot more than I would expect. Which is okay, right? Because every time he doesn't gank, every time he doesn't have a successful outing on the map, it's great for Evelynn. Yeah, it's optimistic. Exactly, push chat. You want to fight this? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love the Q buffs.
Yep, I know. Yeah, they're probably my favorite thing that ever happened.
Favorite thing that's ever happened in League.
Yep.
Alright, so what do you want to do now? Basically, your ego is fully stacked, just like your Dark Seal. We went for the Stalker's Blade instead of the Fiendish. I'm assuming because you wanted it in combat? Just for utility?
I don't know.
It's better if you're
fighting. Sometimes I go Fiendish, sometimes I go Stalkers. I don't really have a...
I like Fiendish. Depends. Honestly, there's just so many playstyles. I'm not gonna get into it. I'll let Malice handle those discussions. If you're gonna fight and you need to disengage, the Stalker's Blade is nice, but the raw AP is just so good on the Fiendish overall.
Okay.
You don't really need the Stalkers to farm, you know? It's just that raw AP just feels so good. So here now you've gotten red, we want to use our ult bottom lane.
Yes.
Okay. Let me watch it from red team's perspective. Good, that's fine. I would walk into the bush to check the vision, but I would be very, very cautious. Like if you see Brand move up, you disengage, right? Don't stick around to hit it. There we go. Look at this. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Look at this. You see this? See the Lee Sin?
Mm-hmm.
What do we know about him?
He's topside, and he has he's level 6.
No, he's level 5. But what does he not have?
Blue buff. Red buff.
Ah, exactly. So his whole blue side's going to be spawning, but he doesn't even have the thing on the top side that he's there to get. And he misses his Q, which is KW. So this guy, 100%, we know Gank's top lane. Your top lane is being Alpha Chad, okay? This guy is not in the game. We could have made him less in the game than he was. Lee Sin now, logically, I would assume, is going to either try and steal your blue at some point, but he's most likely going to do his red next. So this is very clearly control warded, okay? But the nice thing is, if you can hug the wall as tight as possible, depending on the placement, this is tough to say. I mean, this really depends on the game. I mean, if this control ward is like top left of the bush, there's no ways you can sneak around. So, just...
Oh, and then they also have a control ward.
Yeah, they also have a control ward there. So, my point to you more so was, it doesn't really matter that they might see you go up to his blue, because you have vision of his bottom lane, who just double burn their sums, and you have plant and everything to get out. I think you should be looking...
And Cass is backing.
And Cass is backing. Well, we don't really know that, but...
Yeah.
I don't think we should be necessarily... I think this is good, though. Like, it's good to repeat gank, but I think you... The one thing I got from the replay... Sorry, I'm kind of thinking while speaking. The one thing I got from the replay a lot was when you were provided windows to counter jungle or secure dragon, we didn't.
Yeah.
And we tried...
that a lot this game.
Yeah, you tried too much to be Evelynn.
Okay.
Instead of a jungler.
Okay. That makes sense.
Would it be better to use red plant into dragon pit? Exactly. Exactly. Yep, that guy's right. Hop over, take his blue, and then you can sort of wait for them to push and then abuse them. But I think we get one here anyway, right? No one's gonna say anything? Okay. Nice Q, bro.
I never hit those. It's my worst skill shot in League.
Okay. So if you hit the Q, you get the bonus damage proc on all your Qs, and you probably don't need to use your ult.
The ult.
So you can keep your ult up. Thank you. Flash Q. Hey, they're using the emotes. Good job. Good job, Luminous. Good job. There you go. Yeah, I think you could have saved your ult. Okay, I'm kind of curious where your mind's at. You're giving the Lee Sin a bit of a free pass. The guy, he hasn't even done his red. Who is this guy?
No, the Lee Sin, he was, I don't know, he went GA second item.
Pro play Jarvan build? Like, once he clears his control ward, you should be pinging this control cleared. I'm up in his jungle. I'm hitting this to see what's available. I'm leaving a control ward. You've got Trinket Woods. I'm leaving them down. I'm taking the plants. I'm absorbing all this juicy experience. I'm taking away this plant mobility. I'm falling back, and then I'm going back into my jungle to clear the rest of my camps, and then reassessing lane states, actually probably just resetting to buy. You know? Okay. There's a lot of suffocating things you could have taken from the Lee Sin that we didn't. Which is beautiful, because a jungler like that should be punished. Punished. Yeah, like, he's just getting away with being an ape. Okay. No offense.
I just let him get too much.
Well, you know, what's weird is that he's giving you the map. Okay? He's giving you everything. As Lee Sin. And you're Evelynn. So you can really just afford to relax, okay? Now, what I would be interested in here is... What do you want to do?
Kill people at this point. I think that's all I was thinking about.
what's your jungle game plan at 9 minutes? I need to feed. Not that sense. I need kill people.
I need to get fed.
No, the problem is, you know, and this is what sucks, is that the Lee Sin has not shown. So at this point, all you have to go on is extrapolation. We saw him level 5 top lane, okay? It means he's most likely going to clear his red quadrant and come on down. So once you've done this, I would consider a Herald. Now, you had a lot of gold. So... Okay. Play it per lane states. If Ahri's full HP shoved, Cassiopeia's back, you have your passive plus the plant here to use. You can do it. In your case, had you done that, you would have run into the Cassiopeia, so you would have just had to disengage, right? So you wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. It's just something I want. I don't want your goal to be kill people. I must feed. You know, I want it to be like, okay, what objectives can we secure on the map that I can then use to kill people more easily? Right? Okay. Yeah. No control would still, and we have 65 gold, so we could have waited a little bit. But I love this. I love this Twitch chat. I love it when people do this. So I put it in my videos. Out of base, straight to lane, look for the kills. I love it. Especially seeing as I have no sums. Boom. Good. Okay, we missed the Q, but it's fine. We should be fine. Might not have needed your ult there again, but... Either way, better to secure it. You guys should go straight dragon now. I would Q over the wall, pull it out. Okay.
I don't know if we did.
Or go into his jungle then. Like you're Evelynn. You got 6 stacks, you kill him. Like you're thinking way too You're thinking way too Zyra. No, you should be killing this guy and the Gromp. Okay. And then doing the classic, guys. What's the classic? Okay, bottom lane, come back to lane while I wait here. Do you do that often?
I try to, but I normally don't, and I should do it more.
I think you really should. For me, that's 2 things. The first gank was great. The repeat gank was excellent. We still should have had his blue Gromp into our red side reset, which means by the time you reset, you can go up here to clear the blue quadrant and then have free access on the Herald. Okay? Which you can then decide, you need to use a top lane, mid lane? Do I want to counter jungle again? You could potentially set a trap here for when the Renekton comes. But given that your game plan is focused very heavily on bottom lane, again, let's do the same thing, but on the bottom side. Make sure we have dragon control. Walk into his jungle, take his stuff. Go and kill this guy. Now, if you're a bit more disciplined with your ultimate, you would probably have it up. So you can kill him 100%. You also have 6 stacks. You're also, let's see, 1,000 gold ahead as Evelynn. And now you can set a trap either
hit
here.
My Qs.
Yeah, exactly. Hit your Qs, yeah, but I mean, I've seen enough miscues in my days, even from Challenger one tricks. And you can sit in this as well.
Yeah.
It's scary with Brand with that ultimate, though. But it's more about sitting here with your team, you know?
And if bot lane rotates, it's like more. It's just two more free kills. And
this ward gave them way too much value. I mean, it wasn't value in terms of you walking over it because you didn't. It was value because it showed you where you weren't.
Okay.
They didn't respect it, so it's not really the point.
but it could.
Yeah. Just leave. Hit the plant first. Hit the plant here. Like, this is risky. I mean, what if he's just turbo waiting to flash kill you? I'd be afraid of just sitting there. It takes you like 18 years to clear it. Like Lee Sin is himself trying to hold this tower. Imagine if you were just trapping or already killed them. I think here you lose a lot of control. But yeah, this should be dragon. Problem is your bottom lane hasn't reset, but you don't need them.
Okay.
You don't, right? 100% don't. Bottom laners. Message is Leah bronze play, I'm not sure yet. Bottom laners, please, if your jungler can solo the dragon and you have a large amount of unspent gold, please don't overstay. Especially if you know the enemy bot lane is going to be returning. Like, just leave. Like, this is super greedy to wait for this many waves and this many plates. Just leave. Aspect here is thinking good things.
Did Desire die?
Yeah.
Oh. I think I remember that.
Look, it's just actual Pepe cry. Because he went to help you. I mean, he didn't even need to go help you. They just both needed to reset. You were fine. And then what you can do again is now go and just look to play the map or trap the bottom lane, you know? Like, you could double kill them as well, so. You don't have ult up. This is risky, huh?
I think I just disengage here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think you should go for this at all. Because your whole mindset right now should be, right, we just took the dragon, my Xayah inted. This is gonna come up very soon. I don't think I'm too concerned with the crab, to be honest. I'm probably just into a Raptors Krugs. Raptors Krugs reset.
Okay.
And straight up topside, and I'm looking to Herald play.
Okay.
That's what you should be looking to do. Ping pong your objectives.
I think he got the Herald.
He shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's my point. Because now you're just waffling. Let's see.
Okay.
Like, this is great to do if you have both your bottom lane sort of getting into position. But the problem is by doing the dragon and then forcing the Blitz to stay, because he feels compelled to help you. Thank you, Blitz. Very nice of you. I appreciate that. But he, instead of resetting and being with his Xayah, you've actually destroyed the cadence of the bottom lane.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I didn't realize that.
Well, you know, it's not on him. It's not on you to control his decisions, but you can affect them. You can affect them, and that's the big thing.
If I just left, he probably would have just.
Yeah, exactly. And because you could have very easily just do Raptors Krugs, and if you felt really compelled or you needed an item spike, you have the crab here, and then by then both your bottom lane returns, and now you can do another gank, right?
Okay.
Then you can reset, and now you can control topside. So your idea is correct, but it's missing 3 camps, a crab, and a bit of patience.
Yeah, I see.
But that's nice. The result is very similar, except in my universe, you have all these camps already taken as well. The Blitzcrank is alive. Now we're resetting for the.
Possibly got a double kill.
I don't think. Yeah, you would have 100%, but I don't think you should overstay for this. Like, she's backed off completely, half HP. I don't think we should wait. I think you should be really clearing this red side and resetting. I think you're greeting now. Your game plan is very much obvious. I want to kill people. Yep. See, now, you do all this, right? How much gold do you have? You got a needless. I would just reset. I would have, yeah. You've lost a lot of time, huh? You've lost a lot of time and pressure. Because despite... Explain. What do you see? What do you see?
I don't like Cassiopeia.
No one does. Anyone in chat like Cassiopeia as a champion, as Evelynn or Echo, what have you? No. Miasma is the worst ability in the game. I ground you.
I can't ult. I can't do anything. I didn't have ult, but...
Okay, so, but I mean, your Ahri is...
46 CS to...
This is not a... By walking into this lane, without spending your gold, okay, not only are you not using the lead you have, every time you die, you make the game worse.
Yeah, I died like a lot this game.
Yeah, but I think your mindset, yeah, I can see it in your mindset. It's wrong. This is why you throw. At least you hit the Q that time.
It didn't matter that much.
At least you hit it though. Oh no, this is just... I feel like, as unfortunate as this is, you still had the possibility of not letting it happen. Because for me, you shouldn't be remotely here at all. You should be here with a needlessly large rod, you know? Looking for this, looking for this, looking for flanks. You don't want to run at Cassiopeia.
Okay.
At all. And running at her is just... Don't run at Cassio. Yeah, 200 IQ, gold, Warthog. Here you go. Beautiful. Excellent. Hey, he's gonna get value from that. Because now you're losing camps you shouldn't be losing, right? And now you kind of force, you're like saying, okay, I know Lee Sin's top side, and you have to give up all of this. Like, you should know straight up, this guy is here, he Warthogged, flawless TN mechanics, and he's gonna be taking blue, Gromp, this, he's got Herald, Prio. You have no other place to go but bottom lane again. So he is now controlling the map tempo. But it's only because you kind of greeted a bit twice bottom lane. Yes, you got a kill, but you could have had... you could have had 1 kill plus all the experience. Instead, you got 1 kill.
Okay.
And now you've lost control of the map, which is the problem because you had a lot of control of the map. So, if I'm going to ask you what you want to do now, and you better not say get kills, or I will give you the degen role in the Discord.
Probably, I mean, Herald, Dragon.
How can you get Herald? Okay. You just gave up blue side to the Lee Sin, who's just a pony boy.
Then
look, it's Tozen. Tower? Tozen's in the game playing Lee Sin.
Bot tower then?
You don't have a choice.
First tower.
But in order to not throw, in order to use those leads, the reason why I've mentioned Herald twice now, pre-14, is because you had a huge lead in the top lane. You had a mid laner who's down 3 levels. And you had a bottom lane who you were spam ganking. But if you look at the KDAs and the nature of the game, you're probably thinking, well, what did Evelynn do this game? ADCs are still down 900. Mid's down, holy sh... 3,000 gold. You know, you and the Tryndamere are the win cons. So,
yeah,
this whole play here is so big, and I hope it makes sense, because it would have let you get the Herald, use it with the Tryndamere, really force a turbo push in the top lane, which leads to counter jungling and nice angles to gank the Cassiopeia so that she can spew her Snake Venom somewhere else. Also,
and then Cass and Renekton couldn't have swapped, which set the Tryndamere behind a lot.
Yes. And also, the swap that happens, you could have nullified with that, because I think she might have even been top when you used the Herald. The point is, by drawing all this pressure to Tryndamere, right, the split push domination with such a huge lead, it opens up the ability for you to get 2v1s mid, to get 3v1s bottom lane, because they're going to have to send 1 or 2 people to deal with the Tryndamere. And it's during those windows, when the Lee Sin shows up, that you say, oh, thank you. Oh, I cheesed the bottom lane again. Oh, we got another dragon. You know? And you didn't elevate the game state, actually get to use it, when you could have, and it basically cost the Trynd his lead, and it cost you your lead. And that's bad because you were the only 2 people that are capable of operating a mouse. I mean, sorry, that was toxic. I'm playing well. I didn't mean it, Twitch chat. Alright. I don't think you needed. I don't think you needed to flash.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh. Just use your E on it.
Cannon misses.
Cannon misses, it's fine. We get solo Renekton only to make a meme. Like, Lee Sin's top lane again, right? And he still hasn't done the Herald. So why is our immediate reaction to go back into our jungle and not to go looking for
his camps?
Yeah, his bottom lane is dead and Caitlyn just respawned. You're not spending enough time counter jungling.
Okay.
Because you're doing the thing that Rek'Sai did in the video yesterday. Hey, top lane. And you just run there. But what do we get on the way?
Nothing.
Nothing. And now Dragon's going to be spawning. So what do you want to do? Do you want to kill Renekton? Do you want to get the Rift Herald? Do we want to get Dragon? Like, you just... cross country.
I do the same thing again here. Run straight into a cast.
You got snicked.
Yep. You
got snicked. LS would be very happy. Not for you, for this snick. She misses a charm, too. The problem is, it doesn't matter because she's got a 3-level lead and 7,000 gold. And you almost have, like, you almost have enough for another Needless, but you don't have that gold or the Needless, so. Unless, if you end up on the Miasma, you're dead.
Yeah.
Cass is way too ahead to get ganked, yeah. She can 2v1. This is the gank losing lane. Thank you, Aspect, for bringing this game. Twitch chat, this is when you don't gank the losing lane. Because you will not win it. You will win it with this guy. And then by drawing attention bottom lane, that allows you to get dragons. You're not concerned with her right now. Yeah, you're playing more like a control jungler, but you're lacking the control. But I think you sort of like, I can see all the kills on the timeline. I can see the way you're thinking. But you have to get there first, right? Yeah, that was bad. This was nice. And then you went. Did you join Haywood in doing some running? You just ran a call across the map. There we go. Loop around a death. Yeah. Okay. What would you say is the biggest? What would you claim is the biggest reason you throw games? Self-assessment.
Once I hit, like, I feel like, I mean, I play most games. I play the early game decently enough. Like, I get fed, and then I get late game, and I just kind of run into the team. Okay,
so I pick up 2 things from that. One, I think you think your early game is better than it is because the enemy jungler is often worse than you.
Yeah.
You are better than the enemy jungler, so you end up with leads that a higher tier jungler would abuse and not let you get.
Okay.
So you feel like, hey, my early games are great. They're good, and they will get you out of Gold 1. However, in your entire description there, you didn't mention mid-game one time. It seems like you're trying to go from an ice cube to a gas. You're just skipping the liquid phase, right? By normal mechanisms, we need to just make a nice progression from solid to liquid to gas. You don't just go to bed and it's -10 outside and wake up and it's 120. This ain't Venus. That doesn't happen on Venus either, but hopefully the point makes sense. You're trying to skip the mid game to get to the late game, but you have to play for mid game first. You know? There's no point trying to get to late game if you're going to lose every mid game because your pathing and priorities didn't give you all the things necessary to make it to late game. And, you know, Aspect, it's not like this guy did it either, right?
No.
But that's why he's Gold 1.
Yes.
That's why you're going to be Plat, because you're going to fix it, and you're going to get the dragons and heralds and invade him and counter jungle him. And you should be 3 levels above him.
And he should have not the same amount of CS that I do.
No, he should not. The problem is, when you go into these things, like, okay, they flashed. So for me, the biggest thing here is Evelynn that makes me feel sad for you. If you hadn't entered the Cassiopeia twice, your Darksteel stacks would have allowed you to kill him. You know?
Okay.
Once you're behind where you should be, all of a sudden, you don't have the damage to kill like 3 people with 1 ult. And now it feels bad. You're like a Kindred with 3 stacks at 17 minutes. Like, we really want that 4th stack, but you entered the 4th stack. Because this is not what, like, you don't want this at all. This is horrible for you.
That's why I never buy mages anymore. I just, whenever I get it, it's just like something happened, and then, boom, I'm inting.
It looks like your brain happens, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably.
But that's fine, right? I mean, if it's you that's the problem, then that's good. Because you can fix it. We should be able to. Yep. We got another 2 charges on the queue. But the Cassiopeia is so fed. You're in a rough spot, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you need to seriously consider, and I don't think it's a question, you should 100% be getting a Banshee's Veil this game.
Did I?
I don't know, did you? Take it, Lee Sin, take it, son. Do it. Okay, so firstly, sell this.
Okay.
It's 20 minutes, almost. You have your passive. Get some control wards down. That's your first thing to do here. But I feel like what we're going to talk about from now on isn't going to address the actual problem that you said that you had. We've discussed that. The reason you throw your early lead is because of everything we've said so far. Now, you're playing from behind. which feels great as Echo, which feels great as Evelynn, because you will eventually get enough AP to wipe everyone. The problem is the rest of your team are going to be mashed potatoes. And that's what sucks.
And Evelynn, like, and Echo, they just, if they get CC'd at all.
Yeah. Do we got decap? Yeah. You're losing your red. This guy's doing this, you know, like, again, you head straight down bottom lane. Why aren't we going straight topside to help secure this? I mean, obviously he's sneaking it away, but, you know, he took your red and your raptors. So what experience is here to be gained? Is there a dragon? No. Are there camps? No. You need to get experience and farm. Where are there experience and farm? Topside. And potential counter jungling, you know, which we haven't done enough of. So walking down here just shows that you're looking to make picks for kills, not looking to actually get a lead, which is the difference.
Okay.
They had a lot of good control wards, so I'll give them credit.
Yeah, some games, you know, they have like so many control wards, and then some games they just have 0.
Yeah, I know. I always feel that it sucks when that happens. Lee Sin's going to try and collapse on your blue here, so pulling out's very good. Lee Sin could be in this bush, I'd be very concerned. Oh, there you go. Boom. You didn't need to ult.
I did this actually twice this game into the Lee Sin, I just underestimated my damage.
Like, yeah, but use your Qs first. you got 2 more Qs.
Yeah.
He's dead. You just spam the Q. He's dead. Yeah. Just trying to gross. Hey, this is beautiful. I'm not a fan of Rabbit and Rush as Evelynn and solo Q. Spellbinder just better. Extra movement speed, nice damage. You can escape easier after a bad decision. With Rabadon, you just can't. Opinion? No. No. Decap for the win.
Yeah. It's just so much AP.
It's just so much AP, Chris.
And then every other item you get after that.
I've never liked Spellbinder playstyle. Nice opinion. I don't like Spellbinder's passive active that you need. Yeah, no. Just no. The raw AP that Evelynn loves is just so huge when you're maxing E second with the Q max. Obviously, that should always be what you're doing. It's just so much damage that is guaranteed 100% all the time. And if you're playing Evelynn properly, you should not need the escape. You know what I mean? You should not need the escape. Also, even if you just look empirically, so there is a playstyle that says Spellbinder works, and if it works for you for those reasons, go for it. But in terms of raw win rates, Decap, Lichbane, and Void Stuff, in terms of 3 items, has been unbeat since the rework. And I made my first guide on Evelynn that blew up my channel on that trio of items. To this day, still the best win rate at 3.
I don't go Lichbane much anymore.
I also don't. It's the fact that she just scales with so much raw AP, and Spellbinder doesn't. I mean, it's 2 needlesses, right? It's the components as well. It's like needless plus a needless. You combine them, elevate it even more. And if you've been playing properly, you should have 6 to 10 stacks of Dark Steel as well. Again, for the amplified.
Yeah.
Spellbinder falls off by 30 minutes compared to Rabadon's. I just think when you are playing something like Evelynn, having absolutely reliable damage is huge. At all points in the game.
To use the active on Spellbinder.
Well, that's actually not even. That's not even a far. Actually, aspect. That's a good point. The active on Spellbinder being forgotten to be used is something that LS and a few other coaches have said many times for gold and belows, because people just forget to use the actives. Like, they're not purposefully used. That's why you should not buy like 5 active items. It's actually, I remember listening to that from quite a few different coaches. Obviously, Aspect higher Elo, but why do you need Spellbinder in this situation? Do you see? I mean, he's the same level as the Lee Sin, or level up only. And with Death Cap, the guy's dead. You know?
With a QE.
With a QE. Didn't even need his R. It's just the raw AP damage. It's just so beautiful. Plus 113 AP. Lovely. They don't get that from Spellbinder. I don't think you need the safety. So to recap, no.
I mean, if you get caught on Evelynn, you're dead.
If you,
in my field.
Yeah. I
There's
know
no running away.
I know there are Evelynn playstyles who liked it, like Sunset liked it. I just never a fan. I just prefer reliable.
I only get it when I'm just like not ahead enough for Death Cap.
Why is he rush GA?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you why you rush GA though. In a second. Oh, he flashed it. The Renekton flashed it. Also, regen pass is very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, but if I'm going cost effective, I just go Lichbane because I get the movement speed passive that's consistent all the time, 7%.
Okay.
CDR. Like if I'm really turbo stuck for gold, I'll go Lichbane rather than anything else, and then I'll go Void decap as necessary. Ideally decap because I take off, but so the GA purchase is very good on Jarvans, on Lee Sins, etc. Because if you're winning a game, what's the one thing stopping them from actually closing? A premature death. Him being caught out and throwing. The GA gives him sort of recovery, but it's really a pro play thing that they were doing for a while. I wouldn't be using it in solo queue, and certainly not when I'm 2-3-6, because now it's gone anyway. Oh, she missed it. This is, what am I watching?
Gold. And now that Lee Sin just wasted 2,800 gold.
Alright. Why aren't you on Dragon already? Why aren't you setting a trap on this guy?
I don't know.
We vault up, let's go. Like, this whole time this fight's going on, you are holding mid instead of looking to get a flank.
Okay.
Like, as soon as this guy walks down, you don't even need to fully charge your W. Just hit the W for a slow, right? Q, E. Off we go, ulti's dead.
Yeah, we don't even get this dragon because
Lee Sin's dead. It was still for 21 seconds. Yeah, now you gotta be very cautious. Like, you cannot walk into this bush. I think you're waiting too long for full charms. See, now you have no escape. Like, I don't see how anything would save you here. Yeah, I think here, Aspect, you really, yeah. Once Lee Sin's top lane dying to GA, you should already be trapping this. Because the best thing for you is to have situations where people are face checking bushes, and their team is offset, and you can actually just fight 1v1. Because as soon as you get into these grouping phases, yeah, it's gonna suck for you. It sucks for Evelynn. The fact that, like, we're not really doing anything. And if you're gonna give up the dragon, right? Are you gonna fight? No.
No.
Are you going to group for anything?
I don't think so.
No, so then let's get some. You haven't been farming. You
Not
know,
recently, no.
No, if you're gonna give this up, just let's get some experience. And you can always float. You know, like, we're floating, we're waiting for this mid lane to fight, right? Or maybe someone's gonna get caught out. I can do Raptors. Smash my elbow. I can do Raptors in the meantime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have enough gold yet to just chill. Do the Raptors! Not now, right? But before, it should have been dead. Like, immediately, quick, just take them off the map. And if you're not gonna do the dragon, which I don't think you should, I don't think we should try and fight this. No. Like, you just go up. Go up. Wolves Grump. Like, now you gotta be turbo rinsing your experience as much as possible. Take the top wave. Good. I would push another top wave.
Okay.
Because you've got now a Herald play on the bottom side. So this guy's immediately gonna have a crap ton of pressure up, right? He's gonna force two people to go down. So the best thing you can do here is create equal pressure on the opposite side. For you, it's amazing because it gives you experience and gold. And you can see where the whole team is. Okay? You know they're the dragon.
The right person comes top lane, I just kill them.
And you just kill them. Right? And you have passive to escape with movement speed. So I think even though it's nice that you avoid stuff with good grief. Like, this is a cannon wave and you've got a Herald push bottom lane. So even though your team might not understand what they're doing, and even though you don't want to set up a 1-3-1, it's merely at this point to get out of this elo, pressure.
Okay.
Pressure. Because he's going to take 2 or 3 people here. And if your team was good or ahead, you could easily do the Baron, but I don't think I would with them. I would more so like to just get towers.
I remember this game. We had a Pepega Baron throw.
Yeah.
Or I did.
Like, you instead ran straight down for kills. And she gets it. Like, what is this Ari gonna do with this experience of gold? And also, the guy died.
Yeah.
Like, exactly as we said happening. So instead of you being here, right? Pushing this wave. This wave's already dead. And pushing this. And getting this tower. Or you're not going to get the tower, but at least pushing the wave to the tower. Taking these camps, right? And then having a nice flank down. We're just wasting time walking up here.
Okay.
And it's a 3v1, huh? Like, this should be straight mid lane. Like, very easily, you've already shoved top lane. You've rotated down. You kill them from the top side. You have 3 people mid, 3 people bottom lane. You take this tower. You perhaps get a lot of hits on this tower. When they rotate up to take you, you kite up, disengage down, ward the Baron, reset, and now you can make a play based upon dragon timers and so on.
Okay.
You follow? Just too much thinking. Hey, it's not too much thinking. This is exactly how you win. Make sense?
I do better in games that I think when I'm like actively like overthinking everything, but sometimes I just turn my brain off and just go for kills.
Well, that's what you did this game, but it's probably the reason you throw a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's dead bottom lane, and they committed 3 people to bottom lane, and you don't even get a tower. Ah, don't do it. Look.
I underestimated my damage again.
Fire ult. No, it's not that you ulted, it's that the Lee Sin thought he can handle a level 14 with void stuff ever.
Yeah.
For me, I like the void stuff, but unfortunately you died. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think the void stuff here is a very aggro choice. You should be getting Banshee's Veil next.
I wanted done yet.
Why? At what point is a stasis gonna save your life?
I don't think it did ever.
But at what point would a Banshee's Veil shield stop a Cassia ult, stop a stun from the brand?
I think I went Zoned and Banshees though.
Yeah, I would have gone Banshees first.
Okay.
It's like while we're playing around the bottom side, there's no dragon up. And like Trinity is pushing the bottom lane here instead of pushing the top lane. You guys can control this side, or vice versa. You guys should be here while he controls bottom lane, technically.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have TP, but I mean, there's just no macro here. Keck W. Hey, hey, ooh, hey, ooh, okay, Baron. No?
No, we went for Baron. This is what I meant by I threw here pretty hard.
You don't have your team. Like, you go for it with your team, but you don't go without your team. Because your tank...
I thought I executed on it.
No,
which almost happened.
Yeah, you see, my issue is, my issue is, my issue is the following. Unless you immediately turn onto the Baron as a unit, it's too late. Because Lee Sin's up in 5 seconds. The best you can do is, again, lane shove, full back, take your camps. But that's not what you threw. I know that's why you think you threw, because you're 12 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But you threw way earlier. You threw in the mid game.
Okay.
Because you didn't... You basically tried to build a ladder, and you decided this was too many steps, so you started skipping steps. And then you're wondering why your team keeps falling through the holes. You know, so they didn't build the ladder. They didn't randomly expect their steps to be skipped. You knew they were skipped, so you managed to still get yourself fed, even though you should be level 16 right now. To be honest with you, with the Magi fully stacked at 25. The problem is,
would I go Magi this game?
You're 12 and 3. Of course you can Magi.
Okay. I hate Magi because it just I always just die.
Yeah,
like
but
right when I get it.
Each death was Pepe hands. Each death was you inting.
Yeah.
Not literally, Twitch chat. Each death was just him dying stupidly. That's what we mean by inting. Because you just walk down the mid lane into Cassiopeia, be like, oh, I hate my life. I don't like 10 stacks and Dark Seal's too easy. I'm gonna just go die. And then you did some other stuff. You're like, you know what? Actually, I don't even like 6 stacks. I'm gonna die again. And then here,
you think you'd learn the first time.
Yeah, at least you didn't do it a third time. And you know, except when you come to the Lee Sin here, multiple times you wasted your ultimate when you had like 2 Qs left. Like you're too quick on the R trigger. Yeah, because if you had saved your R in the Lee Sin here, you don't die to the Cassio because you can ult away from her snack damage, and then you'll regenerate. You know, you can use it to move around, mobility. So all 3 deaths you should not have. At all. So you should have 25 stacks, 12 and 0, plus every dragon, 3, plus a herald, and this mid tower should not exist.
Okay.
So the throw isn't the Baron. It just is the cherry on the top that everyone sees because they just look top to bottom. But you'll see that the throw is like in the meat of the cake, you know? It really...
Okay.
Yeah. It's like the stripper cakes, but without a stripper. It looks good. You know, it looks like a nice cake, and it looks like it's got a topping, but there's no substance. Like, this game is artificial. It's a lead that you think and feel you have, but you never really did.
Okay.
That's why you feel like you're throwing at Barons. Is there anything else in this game that's worthy, or is it a continuation of this?
It's me probably just running straight into their team 15 times. Because I think I have like 4 more deaths.
Yeah, then you're just tilted and you're not flanking enough. We talked about that a lot. Like you just cannot afford to do this. General note on being behind to anyone watching, any champion, any game, whatever. Do not extend past vision line. So do you have vision here? No, I'm not going to walk into it. That's it. That's it. No vision, don't walk into it. I wait. You sit and wait. You have to let them tilt into you. You have to let them push into you. You don't farm. You ward and you wait.
Okay.
It's your fault you put yourself in the situation anyway.
Yeah.
You ward and you wait. You got a super mini wave. Push it out as far as you can. Let it push back in. Clear it. Just don't walk into the blind bushes because that's when you die. You will farm passively over time as they fail to close because they don't know how to close. And you will simply control the map as best you can. Every time someone splits off, you kill them. But you do not extend past the vision line. So the Ahri's going to die here, most likely, 99%. Okay, she's dead. There we go. You know, like, we should not be here at all. But in gold, 1, in low plat, you know, white face check? Exactly. That's why in Gold 1, I don't emphasize this part of the game, because you shouldn't be here. You gotta use all the strategies available to you to prevent this environment. And look, they're even backing to respect the Tryndamere. But I don't think it's gonna make any difference, is it? You're definitely waiting too often for a fully charged W. Like,
okay.
Like, and again, there you didn't have to use your ultimate. Like, you went E-max second. You went E-max second. So you have a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. There you go. That's... where now it's just down to team fighting, but I don't feel there's... Again, like, I think you should have Banshee's Veil and not Zhonya's here. Like, your Trinity is giving you split pressure, but we're not really abusing it. See, this is better. This is much better. Look at your angle of attack versus all the other rest of the times.
Okay.
Like, this is much better, but you have to be very careful not to show before she commits miasma. Because if she miasmas you're screwed.
Okay.
You know, but she used it here. Okay, we missed our Q. Yeah, like, in this case, it's not a case of bad angle, it's a case of bad execution.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you just... instead of focusing the Cassio up here, like, the W's down here, right? So now I'd be floating down where my mouse is, like here. And you want to try and get the Cassio, you know? You're focusing too much on the brand. Like, you show up here, and you have to be very careful about being forked, because the Renekton has nothing else to focus on. So you have to show respect to what you don't see. You know? Patience. Also, hit your Qs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I mean, it looks like you did more than... Yeah, Banshees would have been so good. Yeah, Banshees would have been huge. To stop the stuns. Yeah. Anything else? Aspect?
No, I don't think so.
I think that about sums it up.
Yeah. That's like if I win, it's normally just because they surrender, or because like we're just so ahead that they can't do anything. And when I throw, it's because I just run into their team when they have everything up.
Yeah.